Minister, just following up on your last comments in relation to community energy, and you're going to be putting an emphasis on that. My question specifically relates to that, and I'm asking you to outline the work underway by your department to support community-led renewable energy generation.
Thank you. So, through the first two RES auctions, my department has provided pathways and supports for communities to participate in renewable energy projects through the application of a community projects category and also through the requirements of mandatory community benefit fund for all RES projects. And furthermore, a community enabling framework for renewable energy projects, including a package of enabling supports, including technical, financial and legal services, has been rolled out to assist communities in navigating the challenging terrain of electricity generation. The Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland, the SEAI, is leading in implementing and facilitating these components of the framework, which include a trusted advisory service, enabling grants and 9 information guides that are on the SEAI website. In addition, to address some of the challenges associated with grid connections, SEAI is undertaking grid studies on a county basis to support communities in identifying sites within their locality that are most likely to have an economically viable grid connection. 3 such studies have taken place so far, with accompanying community information events highlighting the results, and 4 more studies are planned in the coming months. Through my department's continued engagement with renewable energy communities, there is evidence of significant challenges that renewable energy community projects may face with the competitive auction-based nature of RES, along with grid and other barriers to project delivery. And so a community projects preference category has not been included in RES 3, and rather support for communities for the development of renewable projects will now transition to the non-competitive, small-scale renewable electricity support scheme, the SRES. The export tariff of SRES to support small-scale and community renewable projects is due to be launched later this year. This scheme will align more closely to the experience and capacity of the community energy sector and will support a more sustainable delivery pathway to the renewable energy community target of 500 megawatts by 2030.
Thank you, Minister. We declared a climate emergency and a biodiversity emergency in 2019, and while I welcome your positive comments, I have no idea how you're making decisions. So in RES 1, 7 community projects were successful, 4 remaining. I have no detail on that. Absolutely nothing. I understand 3 pulled out, 4 are in progress. In RES 2, 8 community projects were successful. We don't know how many are still functioning. We don't know if they're going to be extended. We don't know what review your department has carried out in relation to them. And yet you have changed tack and you're now going with RES 3 to support, and it's going to be announced later this year. Now, I don't know whether that's good or bad, but I can tell you where I come from. And I believe an integral part of the solution is community-led projects with people on board. And your duty and the department's duty is to outline to us in clear, readable English what progress has been achieved today, what you've learned, what has failed, and why you've now changed tack. And it would be very helpful if you could do that. And finally, Chair, perhaps a new approach would be to get the copies of the responses. I think that would be very helpful to all the TDs as the Minister reads it out.
So the assessment of the department is that auctions are not the best option for renewable energy project support, and it's for that reason that the department is now moving towards supporting community energy projects through a non-competitive renewable energy support scheme. And so I think that's to take it out of the auction practice. If Deputy Connolly wants more detail about the results of the auctions beyond what was published, she can contact my office, and I'm happy to try to assist in that way. My department has analysed what the challenges are for community energy, and they're not all about price or about finance. A lot of it is to do with information, because it is a complex process, and the SEAI has been tasked with providing as much information as possible to enable community energy projects to go ahead, and to provide things like the technical and financial and legal services through this community enabling framework. So I think that the department is trying to find every way it can to enable community energy projects to happen and to take them out of the auction process. Thank you.
Minister, I welcome that it's gone into the non-competitive section. That's very welcome. I welcome your department is working on it. My difficulty is I have no analysis before me as to what happened in Res 1, in Res 2, where community groups were involved. Is there document, is there data anywhere or an analysis of what worked or what didn't work to lead you to do this very welcome change you would look like theoretically into the non-competitive area? But my trust is at an all-time low. We're facing a precipice in relation to climate action, and we need urgent action. So if I just even digress a tiny bit, but it's related to the question, Galway did their job, City Council, and I'm not very critical of them, but they did their job back in 2021 in relation to a decarbonisation zone. They set out the zone. 2.5 years later, nothing has happened. I live in the Claddagh. I know Galway very well. I'm born and bred there, and I see huge opportunities for community-led projects to make communities independent. But we need an analysis from your department. We need to see on what they're making the decisions.
There's really very comprehensive and deep resources available on the SEAI website at the moment. There are now 9 different information guides covering different sectors of what's required in order to set up a community energy scheme. Well, you can table that as another question, and I'd be very happy to answer that. I think it justifies a deeper answer than what I can give. I think there clearly is a commitment within the department to help and foster community energy and to switch away from the competitive auction process towards a non-competitive, supported community energy support scheme. And I think I would invite you to promote any energy scheme in your own area and to contact the department with details of it. Thank you.
Now,